What's up, guys? I'm Ben 1000 Joe, and I am coming at you today with some, shall we say, field nuke. Stick around. Alright, so, as you guys are aware, we got a brand new ban list. Especially if you saw my last video, you guys know my feelings about it. However, there was a few good things that happened on this list. And I'm going to give you guys a video that I think is really important, especially for the up-and-coming format. We got a lot of board wipes back off thanks to the new ban list. So, this video is basically going to be the top 5 board wipes that you need to be using to pay attention. Some of these cards are going to only wipe like 3 cards. Some of these could wipe out an entire field. Some of them will just target monsters. But yeah, these are going to be important cards for you to be paying attention to this format, because the reason why is because I know that a lot of people have been saying online that build-a-board format is done and over with, but I have to say that I completely disagree with that mindset. I feel like build-a-board has never been more omnipresent, and you're going to need to know what your options are to combat that situation. So, without further ado, let's get started. The first card that you're going to want to have that's a board wipe is going to be Raw Spear Mode. Now, there isn't Spear Mode. Sphere Mode. Could you imagine if Raw had a Spear Mode? Just enough of your board. Sorry, all jokes aside, Raw Sphere Mode. This card's going to wipe out 3 of your opponent's monsters, and let's face it, guys, getting rid of a board of negates is probably going to be something that's going to be advantageous. Pendulums and Thunder Dragons are looking tougher than ever. Orcus are still powerful, and Salamangreat and Sky Striker could just evolve. And so, with 3 out of those 5 decks still being able to just puke out a board that is just massive, Raw Spear Mode will definitely be a card you want to make sure that you hang on to. Number 2 is kind of 2 cards, or a group of cards instead of just 1. But the card that's going to be representing it is going to be Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. This card is basically essential for the Kaiju package. Now, the reason why Kaijus might be seeing a resurgence again as well is because it's Dark Hole that special summons 2 monsters. You might be interested in, and if nothing else, if your opponent, like, say, negates it with like a Solemn Judgment, well, they paid half their life points, which means they're going to be easier to kill, and you can potentially banish the Slumber to get a Kaiju that could get rid of a key board negator. So, for example, this could get rid of a Hope Harbinger for a Dragon deck, or a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss for, like, that kind of thing. Or this could get rid of, other in-theme negations, among other problematic cards. They're going to be keeping you from progressing in the game state. Alright, third on my list is going to be one that probably is probably the most powerful card on this list, but it is a number 3, and it's going to be Evenly Matched. Why? Evenly Matched is basically the card that you drop this card, and then now you and your opponent are even. It's basically a better Exciton Knight, which is another card that probably should be on this list, but I decided to forego that one, so that one can be your honorable mention. But basically, Evenly Matched is just better. It's going to get rid of back row cards and front row cards. The next one on this list is going to be Dark Hole. Why is it so high on the list? It's the budget card. Dark Hole comes in many printings, common. It's going to be the one that everybody has access to, and triple Dark Hole, I mean, you can make your opponent waste negates, and then they went all your monsters, bro. Thunder Dragons obviously being the exception to this rule, as they'll probably be able to save themselves. But if you're not playing against Thunder Dragons, the other decks can still be hurt by it. And it's a budget card. And I don't know about you guys, but I ain't looking to spend an arm and a leg to wipe out a field. Just saying. And the last card, and this is probably the most powerful on this list, probably more so than evenly matched, Super Poly. That's right. The reason why is because, let's face it, it can't be chained to. Basically, this means your opponent won't be able to Solemn Judgment this card. They won't even be able to chain to it, and Dark Monsters are making a resurgence. And if you draw it against, oh, say, Thunder Dragons, which is or Pendulums, which both have a lot of Dark Monsters, you're going to be able to wipe out a whole field, pretty much. Assuming you pick the right monster or you're playing the right deck. So, like for example, if you're playing Heroes, or you're just maybe teching in Starving Venom into your extra deck, Super Poly is the card you're going to need. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this very quick and simple list video. This was the... I'm still toying around with decks. Deck profiles and stuff like that will be coming in the near future. This was just me wanting to, you know, give you guys a quick, simple video, stuff to think about as we go forward into this format. And if you like this type of video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you enjoyed it. Just remember, guys, if you guys can help me get to 500 subscribers before you say YGO Pro, I will win the race and I will accelerate past him. And of course, I'll get to put a video on his channel, which means his audience will see my glorious mug. I know. We'll just have to have a, you know, press F for respects for his poor audience, because they'll have to look at me. Anyway, guys, all jokes aside, I hope you guys will help me get to that 500 sub mark, and I will greatly appreciate it. We also have a big announcement coming once we get to 500 subs. We've got a lot of good things happening once we get to that point. So, without further ado, guys, I'm Ben10000YGO. I'm your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.